Hello, this is Liz with DC Digital, and today I am demonstrating our standard model DC-40N Wi-Fi. In this video, I'm going to go over how to use this product first, and then follow up with hardware and features. So this is going to be used as a time-of-day network clock, and it's going to receive updates from a Wi-Fi bridge rather than a hardwired Ethernet connection. It actually uses the same web page for clock settings, such as the time zone, 12 and 24-hour mode, and whether or not you observe daylight savings time as our other network clocks. It's just going to have some additional setup that you have to go through before you can get to that point. So the first thing you're going to do is power on the clock, and you're going to need to wait about a minute for the Wi-Fi bridge to get powered on and working right. And once you do, you're either going to use a computer or you can use your cell phone, and you're going to disconnect from all other Wi-Fi sources. If you're on your cell phone, make sure that your cellular data is turned off, and you're going to look for a Wi-Fi connection called VoNets, and go ahead and connect to it. It'll ask for a password, and that password is going to be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. And it'll take a second to connect. Okay, we're connected to the VoNets Wi-Fi, and it says no internet secured, and that's okay. What you're going to do is open up your browser, type in 192.168.254.254. It'll bring you to a web page to sign in, and if you're on your phone and typing in the IP address doesn't bring up the web page, you can also try http://vonets.cfg, and you do need the HTTP at the beginning to get to that page. So go ahead and log in. The username is going to be admin, and the password is going to be admin. Both of those are lowercase. And when you log in, it's going to bring up a list of Wi-Fi hotspots that you can connect to. And right now it only sees printers, so I'm going to go ahead and refresh. There we go. I have the Wi-Fi network that I want to connect to selected, and then just hit next. And then on this page, it's going to ask you for the source Wi-Fi hotspot password, and then some additional settings are allowing the Wi-Fi bridge to act as a hotspot. If you don't want it to be a hotspot, go ahead and check the disable box. And then there's also a DHCP server that you can enable. I would recommend keeping that disabled because it'll set up a static IP for your device that you can change later. So once you get the password typed in and all the other settings, you're going to hit apply, and then after that you are going to hit where is it? Oh, sorry. You're going to hit reboot. And once you hit reboot, it's going to refresh all of the settings on the Wi-Fi bridge, but it will not refresh the web page. It'll show like a little spinning progress bar on the web page. You'll just have to wait a minute or two and make sure that the Wi-Fi light on the VoNets module inside the clock is flashing blue. So let me go ahead and get everything typed in. Okay, so I hit the refresh. the reboot button, and that you can see that the little progress bar is still spinning on the web page, but the clock has now transitioned over to showing the actual time. And once it's all connected up and the inside Wi-Fi is flashing, go ahead and switch back to the network that's the same as the one that the Wi-Fi clock is now connected to, and open up IP setup. You'll be able to find the clock on the inside and hit launch web page. And this will bring up the settings for changing the clock and network settings. The username is going to be username all lowercase, password is going to be password all lowercase. And on the clock settings page, you can go ahead and change the NTP server address, how often it updates the NTP server, the 12 or 24-hour format, whether or not it observes daylight savings time, and what time zone it's located in. If you go over to network settings, you can change the device name, and you can also change the addressing mode. The device may be set to static settings. You can change it over to DHCP here. And when you're in the IP setup, make sure that if it has static IP settings in this box on the left, that the IP address of the clock is going to be, that the IP address is a valid one that you'll be able to open the web page for. Just make sure that it's running on your network and it doesn't have the 192.168. If it still has a 168, you'll need to assign it its own IP address, hit set, and then open up the web page, go over to the network settings, and then you can change the network setting. You can change the IP address, or you can just reset it to DHCP. Either one works. All right, so if you want to delete the internet settings that you have in the Wi-Fi bridge, here's what it looks like. You can see that there's a green light and a blue light, and on the back there's a reset button. All you'll do is hold that down for 5 seconds, and it will erase all of the current Wi-Fi settings. When you do hold down the reset button, it will take about a minute to clear out all the settings. Don't turn off the device until you see a light flashing in the upper left-hand corner of the display, and that'll let you know that it is no longer connected to the server. Alright, so as for the rest of the clock, the digit size is going to be 4-inch. It uses red segmented LEDs. The case is made out of powder-coated aluminum, and to mount it, there are going to be 6 teardrop-shaped mounting holes in the back that you can knock out, and the clock takes 120 to 240 volts AC, 50 to 60 hertz, and then it's going to be a 3-prong 6-foot power cable. And the only thing that you need to worry about for the connections is this Wi-Fi connection. And I believe that's it. If you reset the Wi-Fi, just make sure you'll have to go through the entire process of going to the VONET's webpage with the username and password that were admin, and you'll have to reselect the Wi-Fi network that this clock will be connected to. So just be aware that when you reset it, you'll have to go through that process again, so just be careful. Alright, so all of our products are manufactured and assembled at our location in Carlisle, Ohio. So if you like this product and want to order it, or if you have any questions about how we can customize any of our products for your specific needs, please contact us using the link in the description. So again, this has been Liz with DC Digital, demonstrating our standard model DC-40N Wi-Fi. Thank you.